like I can see Brazil there.
Brazil making their debut on stream. Is that a reason why, you know, EMAD is unbeaten? You know, he's gone a bit different to everyone else. He's obviously found a way to play with Brazil that could maybe counter out a number of other, you know, nationalities.
This is the first Brazil side we've seen used, and
they're very high pressing, I'm going to guess. Very high. They're very fast going for that. One's just offside there from Neymar.
Let's talk a little bit about Brazil. It's the first time we've seen them on stream. You got Neymar, a fantastic player. Everybody knows him, 92 rated. But some of the unsung heroes for me in this Brazil side. You see him there, Fernandinho. It looks like Marcelo's playing CDM.
That doesn't surprise me at all. We see that when we see Ultimate Teams, when we see the FUT champs in Berlin, over in Munich. You know, it doesn't surprise me when we see a Marcelo in CDM. He can do a job there.
Yeah, he's extremely well-rounded. He's got good pace, good defending, good physical as he is a left-back. But going forward, I think he's actually got 4-star skills. So if he does get into a situation like that, he can play his way out of it. We've got Dani Alves at right-back, a very, very hazy player. But
here comes EMAD now. Lovely little just chop inside there. Fernandinho all the way across. Weird side tackle kind of a pass that was, but he did keep possession still.
Just before that attack did end up coming to nothing, what we're going to say, Ronaldo could be in.
Here comes the big CR7 now. He's got options in support if he needs him. I think he's going to go on his own, maybe just go low, driven across the box. And Miranda there, just ever so confident just to scoop turn that pass away.
Yeah, now we've got a little bit of a breakdown in play. Brazil, the only thing that's putting me off Brazil using them, if I were going to be competing in this tournament, is the high attacking work rates of the defenders. You've got Dani Alves, high attacking, low defensive. Miranda, I think, is the only player to have not high attacking work rates. And the other screen here, we've got a quick side-by-side. We're jumping into Belgium versus Belgium. Let's have a look at this game that's taking place on the other main stage before we jump back into Belgium, Portugal against Brazil.
That was 0-0 though, and maybe a chance for Portugal there. It's very clever, very calm defending from this Brazilian side. You know, let's just think that EMAD hasn't conceded a goal yet, so I'm sure that Honeybadger will be looking to do that. Honeybadger has only got 3 points, still got 2 games left, only played 2 games. He needs 3 points isn't enough for top 2, especially at this level.
EMAD as well, also looking at the results, he has just come off the back of a break during that 3rd round of fixtures, so do you think that could hamper his rhythm almost? He was very free-flowing in that first 2 games. And
when you play your FUT champs on a weekend basis, you normally get, you know, bang out with your games. If you're playing well, you're going to continue to play, aren't you? You're not going to, and if you are losing, you want a break, but sometimes when you're at a LAN event like this, you can't always, you get breaks when they come, and when you've got to play your games, you've got to play to your best level. Well,
it's the thing that you talk about in real life football. They often say the half-time whistle couldn't come quick enough for a side if they are losing. Similar to this, if you're losing, take a break, take a little bit of a step back. You can do that in your FUT champions over the course of your 40 games. You've got 3 days to play. Over the course of today, by this afternoon, 3 of these players are going to be out in this side of the tournament, and
there's going to be 6 disappointed people, you know, really out of the 10 in the groups. But here comes Fernandinho now. Maybe go for the low driven, sorry, a triple tap cross. Just trying to fizz that one to try and find a man in the box. I think that was number Dani Alves, pretty attacking there. He was lurking around the box.
Well, that's
your attacking work rates for you.
That's your high attacking, low defensive, and the space in behind here. Felipe Luis, Cristiano Ronaldo looking to exploit it, running at Thiago Silva. You saw there. I'm not sure if you noticed it. He was controlling Felipe Luis, and they used the AI defender as Thiago Silva to pressure Ronaldo, so he could mark the space, and then he got Thiago Silva as the computer, the artificial intelligence to watch the movement of Ronaldo.
Like an L1 press, was that?
Yeah, I think it's called the second man press, and you see a lot of the pros do it. I think Tassi's very, very good at using it, and
that's why we see a lot of people play 5 at the back, because the other defenders that you aren't controlling are making intelligent runs defensively, so that there's going to be a chance where the AIs are going to be able to counter out. And this could be a chance now. I've just seen the through ball open up for Neymar, low driven across the box, gets a second time of asking, and I was going to try and finesse that one.
For me there, I think you've got to be looking at Neymar, 5-star weak foot. Take that shot with your left foot there. He's
cut back in for a finesse.
90 plus rated. I think the head-to-head Neymar's 92, I want to say, but that could be wrong. I know he's above 90 rated, so 5-star weak foot. Take that shot on your left foot.
What a ball that could be! And Cristiano Ronaldo there with the diving header, the salmon effort.
And he was onside. I thought he were offside there, but so much space left from Dani Alves at that back post, and I think that's why he's also using Willian at the right mid / right wing position, because Willian has got high attacking, high defensive work rate, so maybe he'll drop in behind Dani Alves when he's pushing on and just do a little bit of a defensive job as well.
Could be a half-turn chance now. Neymar will recycle the ball back into the centre of play. Coutinho there, snapshot, didn't need to take it on that occasion. Very high foot there from Nani. And he's going to just run off and keep himself out of danger.
The first free kick.
Some off the training ground, or a shot on the...
He's not put a man on the line, so he's going to take
the shot of Neymar, and just has to get punched over the bar by Rupert Tracy, I believe.
We saw it. We see it time and time again. When you put a man on the line, there is a... It's come to a mistake.
There's a risk of it.
You're playing people on side.
Into Coutinho. Douglas Costa, sorry, not Diego Costa. He used to be a man from Brazil, but went over to the Spanish side of things. But what a chance this is now. Cristiano Ronaldo, that little deflection has worked wonders for EMAD. Here's the chance. Be composed. There's the goal. And Epsihoneybadger takes the lead, and what an important lead this could be.
Yeah, big goal there from Nani. Ronaldo just slipped him in, and I thought he was going to take the low driven on his right foot across. I believe that's Julio Cesar in goal, I want to say, but fantastic composure, kept it under control, and just slotted it past Diego Alves in goal, not Julio Cesar. I must be thinking it's 2006.
We didn't go for Alessio, that's the other keeper that you can choose. I think they're both literally, there's about maybe one rating difference between the two keepers. And just literally 1 minute in-game time before we go into half-time. But what an important lead this could be. Yeah,
and it dropped to Nani. One of the players in the Portugal side, if it's not going to fall to Ronaldo, that you'd probably say, yeah, I feel confident taking on a shot with him. He was a very comfortable finish in the end, just moved it back onto his left foot and slotted past a helpless Diego Alves in the Brazil goal. And EMAD 1-0 down at half-time. I think that's just going to roll out of play.
And there goes the half-time whistle, and it is Epsihoneybadger that does take that 1-0 lead at half-time. And what a goal it was, straight into the second half now.
Both teams even on possession, 50% either way. Apart from the goal that went in, I can't really think of any other real clear-cut chances that have gone either way in this first half. And I've just noticed it. I've noticed it a couple of times. But EMAD's passing just seems to be a little bit erratic. Maybe that break has affected him. Maybe
the
a
mental
little bit
state
of psychological.
But that's the first goal he's conceded today. We scored 7 goals comfortably, but that's the first goal he's conceded. And he's making a few wrong passes now, and Honeybadger is just kind of fallen into his arms, and he's gonna, fingers crossed, gonna take the advantage of that. But this guy can get goals, EMAD. So do not think that this is your game, because 1 goal is not enough. This could be a chance. Neymar, just a little bit heavy. I think that's Willian just offering an option inside. Willian will take it, and there's the goal. We said about 1 goal is not enough. Straight from the second half whistle, and we are all square again.
Yeah, you saw Neymar cut it back there to Willian and just slotted it past Rui Patricio in the Portugal net. And I've just noticed it there. As soon as Honeybadger did go 1-0 up, he switched it onto defensive. As soon as that goal goes in, back to balance, back to square one, and with just over 40 minutes left to play, I think, looking at the group stage, looking at the previous results, EMAD's the favourite now in this 4th round tie.
Douglas Costa now on this far-hand side. Just going to try and goes for the scoop turn, recycling back into Felipe Luis in a very attacking position. He's going to keep him involved in this attack though. Neymar, why not? Plays into Coutinho, and he's back in front. He was 1-0 down, and now he's 2-1 up.
Yeah, and it looked so simple there for EMAD. He got the ball into Neymar's feet, little fake shot, created a little bit of space. Felipe Coutinho ran off him and slotted by Felipe Coutinho into the back of the net. And we talked about EMAD's resiliency, his mental state coming into this 4th round
that equaliser
of
gave
fixtures.
Him the amount of confidence that he needed. This guy gets goals. He scored 7 in his first 2 games, didn't concede any goals across the board, and now he obviously conceded his first one in his 3rd fixture. Remember, only 1 more fixture for him to play and for Honeybadger to play after it. Remember, 4 games they will play in the groups. The top 2 will proceed through to the semi-final stages, and they will meet the other semi-finalists of Group 2 in the PlayStation side.
Yeah, it's PlayStation and Xbox today. There'll be 2 players from today progressing through to the final in London in, I believe, around 5-6 weeks' time, where the winner of the tournament will receive $200,000 free kick there awarded on behalf of Honeybadger. He needs to try and get back into this game. He's just over 30 minutes left to play. Could we see substitutes come on? We've seen Martins used, a lot of pace that he can bring on. It looks like, I'd probably say Nani could be coming off. We've got Bernardo Silva, who can do a job at centre attacking midfielder as well.
Will Gabriel Jesus maybe go alone up top? You know, he's not the strongest of players, but since, you know, they've lost the likes of Fred, Brazil, they've lost the likes of the old Ronaldo back in the day. They haven't really got a hold-up player to go towards. And for me, you know, Jesus isn't the strongest of players, but he can do a job.
And he has got a little bit of physicality. We've seen it with some of his Ultimate Team cards. The physicality in the inform and the one to watch card. He's all right. He's not so weak. When I mean, it comes to the weak players, you think of Lorenzo Insigne for Napoli. He's 5'4". He's not really got the hold-up play, but Jesus, he can do a job if you put him in that number 9. I think as soon as the likes of Alexandre Pato got sort of dropped from the Brazilian side, they didn't really have a number 9 really to go to. So I think Neymar he's took that role on himself. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, and with the likes of Costa,
he's kind of been the talking point of Brazil. You know, they've got superb players, they've got a number of others, but he's kind of been
the main man,
the leader, the legend. This could be a chance all the way across the box. How's he missed that one?
We speak about Neymar and curse on the commentator. It drops to him 4 yards out.
Blank range. You know, any other day that would be a goal.
Hits the post, and could that come back to haunt EMAD?
He could, because still at this level, or still at this time in the game, you know, you've only got 18 minutes left after this next minute. There's still, 1 goal is not enough. It is not enough. This could be a chance for him now, though, to get that goal and to score the one that he should have just finished off from point-blank range. If you have just joined us, this is the FIFA Interactive World Cup Rest of the World qualifiers live from Doha in Qatar. And as well as the country, this event is starting to heat up. Robert Firmino. Neymar. Roberto Firmino there, just trying to get a chance there, and that was Pepe. Just doing the job, just signed for Besiktas, is it? Besiktas?
Yeah, Besiktas.
The Turkish side?
Yeah. Big
question
signing.
marks over his rating dropping down next year. A lot of people have said, you know.
Yeah, potentially. I think he's got an 88 rated card, I want to say, Pepe, in this year's version of the game that released at launch in September. So I think you probably will see it come down with players when they tend to leave the big clubs and go to a smaller club to almost see out their careers. They do, and no disrespect to Besiktas in that, but there's a big difference between
still there,
Real Madrid and Besiktas. We've seen it with Robin van Persie when he left Man United. I think he left on an 89, 88 rated card and then instantly dropped down to an 84. So there is potential, but I'm sure he'll be a standout in this Portuguese side and for a few more years to come.
The score is 2-1 with literally just under 10 minutes in game time. What we're talking about, a minute and a half without the stoppages in there. And it is 2-1 currently to EMAD. That will be 9 points unbeaten in Group 1 of the PlayStation side of things. And it'll put a lot of pressure on Honeybadger. It will be looking towards the results of Marcus, the man from Australia. Remember that Epsihoneybadger from New Zealand. They had a bit of a Aussie-Kiwi battle earlier, and that was only 1 goal in that for Marcus, who won. But then EMAD beat Marcus 5-0. So this tournament throws up a lot of different results.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody. It's the motto that we often tend to say at this sort of level of FIFA.
Neymar, surely that one was just deflected there, and that will go through a goal kick. Oh no, not even deflected.
Offside from Felipe Luis. But what I was saying, anybody can beat anybody. Everybody's good enough to have qualified for this tournament, and it's all about how you perform in that 6-minute half.
These aren't people that have just turned up. You know, these guys that have played this game religiously over the last few months, over the course of the year. You know, they've been playing 160 games a week, and this is a chance maybe. Bernardo Silva there just trying to out-strengthen Thiago Silva. Still in possession of the ball, though, as he'll recycle to Cedric. Maybe get the ball into the box. Ronaldo is lurking in there.
He's not really got any options there.
Finds Ronaldo goes for the fake shot. Still in possession of the ball, and you've just got to be clever now and just got to try and see out the game. We just lose the possession there in the wrong area. Ronaldo, Cedric. This has to be perfect now. Ronaldo still in possession of it, and just offside, I believe.
I thought the referee
and
then
that's gotta be game, set, and match.
I thought he had a moment of a mayhem there, and actually, again, I thought he awarded a penalty to
and that
Epsihoneybadger.
should confirm EMAD's place in the next stage of the competition. 9 points, 3 wins out of 3. Still got one.